Hello everyone to our Friday segment on PCOS with Kimberly Marin, who will be joining us in a few seconds to talk about supplements, the natural remedies and supplements that you should take if you have PCOS. Any questions, anything, feedback that you want to give us, you are welcome to give us or ask any questions. These are just small, tiny 5-minute sessions or 10-minute sessions that we do every Friday just to educate. It's only for educational purpose. So Kimberly should be joining us to I don't know who's sending me a request here. It's about Kimberly. Kimberly should be joining me any minute. I am just sending her the. And anyone else, I'm sorry, I cannot let you in this video because I know other people are sending me requests. Hi Kimberly, a lot of other people are sending us requests to be in the video. So I was just explaining that I can, it's just 2 o'clock right now.
Everybody wants to be in, huh?
Yeah. So I was just talking about the supplements is the topic today. And if there's an interest, we can also do an live section with you, whatever the audience wants, like a longer one-time 30-minute session that we can do on FB Live. But I'll let you talk now on supplements.
Okay, so there are so many supplements that can be utilized for PCOS because there is a lot out there that can help the main things with PCOS, which is stress, which, can link with the adrenals and keeping the adrenals healthy. Also, we want to find things that can block androgen production, block that testosterone.
Yeah.
And then just things that help to lower insulin and blood sugar levels to help control that part of it. Yeah. And supplements that would just benefit inflammation overall. So the list is long, but I've picked out a bunch of the ones that I commonly use with my patients. So the first thing I want to start off with is Inositol. So there is some really amazing research with Inositol for PCOS. And there's 2 main things that the Inositol is helping with. One, it's awesome for helping to stabilize insulin and blood sugar. So it's really good for weight loss and people who are trying to, work on the diet aspect and on weight management. But I know a lot of PCOS women that don't have a weight problem, but usually their insulin levels are off. Okay. So the Inositol is to help with that. You're looking at about 3,000, 4,000 milligrams a day. I personally love the one. There's a powdered form that the company Pure makes, and I throw it in every day into this health shake that I make. Yeah. Then you don't even taste or anything, and it does.
A consultation with someone before someone starts taking these, right? You don't recommend someone who has a PCOS just start doing their own.
There's so much going on. You really should get a consultation with someone. And also, I highly recommend women do the Dutch test that have PCOS. So the Dutch test is like the gold standard for hormone imbalance. It really gives us amazing information about not just your hormone levels, but how you're breaking down your hormones and your metabolites. So yeah, I would always look at testing before I make recommendations. So yeah, that goes without saying for anything that we're talking about. With that being said, though, if someone wants to supplement Inositol, there really isn't any known downside to it. Okay. So Inositol can help restore the insulin resistance. It also can help improve your ovulation. Obviously, PCOS, we have issues with infertility because they don't ovulate properly because they're not ovulating, they're not producing progesterone, and they can't get pregnant. Yeah. So the Inositol does help improve the ovulation. Okay. And another bonus is it does help decrease testosterone. So it's kind of like a trifecta. I really, really do love inositol for this. And one other bonus is inositol can help counter anxiety and depression. So that's often kind of goes hand in hand with PCOS, because a lot of women suffering from PCOS are under a lot of stress.
What is the ingredient in the inositol, the supplement? What do they put in it to take care of all these things?
No, that's it. Inositol does all that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the ingredient.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the ingredient. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And inositol also is excellent for the liver. So it helps the liver with detoxification and breaking down the hormones.
Okay.
Another really good one that they've been using with PCOS patients is berberine.
Yes.
And berberine is a chemical ingredient found in a lot of herbs. Berberine is very common in a lot of Chinese herbs that we use, but because it's been, found to be so beneficial, they've isolated it, and now you can get berberine by itself as an active component. Berberine also helps with insulin. Okay, it's also excellent for the liver and helping with the detoxification pathways. Also, it does lower testosterone, and it's really helpful with improving acne, which is a frequent issue with PCOS patients. So the berberine does that most likely by helping with that detoxification pathway with the liver. So we keep things a little bit cleaner. We got the system, going a little bit better, so the skin isn't trying to eliminate toxins. Berberine also helps increase fertility and helps with improving the weight loss. So that's another good one. I'm going to talk about a whole group of substances that block androgens. And the androgens would be things linked with testosterone, okay? Because a lot of the problems with PCOS have to do with the testosterone levels being too elevated. It's like the female hair loss that's really, related to the higher testosterone, and like the facial hair growth, that type of thing. Yeah. So there's a whole list I have of substances that help with that are very beneficial for that. One is DIM, D-I-M, okay, which is a long technical name for the substances that they find in cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, cabbage. DIM is really amazing for helping the liver break down all the hormones. So it also, in and of itself, that helps lower the testosterone. And it also blocks the androgens receptors. So it blocks where the testosterone can sit to have its effect on the system. So you can, if you want, you can just increase your cruciferous vegetable intake, but they do also sell that by itself as an ingredient to be taken. So you can specifically target that. N-acetylcysteine, excellent for blocking androgens, also an amazing antioxidant and very good for the liver. Okay. Saw palmetto. We hear about saw palmetto usually with men with BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, but it works the same way for the women as it does for the BPH. It blocks the androgen receptors, so it can help women lower that testosterone. Reishi mushroom, excellent for blocking. Yeah, and reishi has so many other benefits. It's so amazing for anti-aging. I usually put in my health drink like a whole mix of mushrooms to just, general anti-aging. But in this particular instance, it can help block androgens. Black cohosh and red clover are two that block androgens. Black cohosh is also used to stabilize the female hormones. So that has a double, benefit. Believe it or not, green tea lowers testosterone, cholesterol too. But yeah, so, just drinking there's a few different teas, green tea and hibiscus tea and peppermint tea and spearmint tea all can block testosterone. So definitely like foregoing coffee and becoming a teetotaler can really help out with PCOS.
That's amazing. A lot of things people can do themselves, right? I mean,
right, and they don't have to, all of it doesn't have to be about taking a pill. A lot of these can be worked into your everyday diet.
Yes. Yeah.
Zinc has a huge role in PCOS. Zinc is really good for helping to lower the testosterone levels. Like if I have women that come to me with male pattern baldness, zinc is awesome at stopping that hair loss and helping them to regrow hair. Obviously it takes some time, when you're losing hair, it doesn't grow back immediately. It takes a few months. But that's a really important component. And zinc is critical for increasing fertility as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so zinc can help with that a lot. What else? Oh, flaxseed. Okay, flaxseed, omega-3s are important across the board. In general, people are deficient in getting the good fats, the omega-3s, unless they actively supplement them. But flaxseed can help to regulate testosterone levels, but it also decreases inflammation, which is part of PCOS as well. Yeah. So flaxseed or any type of omega-3 supplements. Personally, I use a brand called Barlean's that it's a mix of the flax and the like the fish oils. And the reason I use that is because I have a teenager who doesn't like fish oil. Yeah. And this particular company makes one that's like this orange flavor, and it does not taste anything like fish oil. So if you have a problem with fish oil, that's a good one to take. Let's see. Alpha lipoic acid is another one. Mm-hmm. So alpha lipoic acid is one of the most important antioxidants in our body. It's really important because it's one of the very few that it can cross the blood-brain barrier, and it also is critical to help the liver maintain proper functioning and keeping the liver able to keep up with all the detoxification. Alpha lipoic acid also will help decrease insulin, and the insulin make you more sensitive to the insulin. It will help maintain blood sugar levels. It increases ovulation. Mm-hmm. So remember, with PCOS, we're not really getting ovulation. Alpha lipoic acid, not only can it help bring the testosterone lower, but it can help increase your ovulation and your egg production. Yeah. So that's really important. And they did do a recent study where they had a group of women just take alpha lipoic acid, and then they had a group of women just taking inositol, and then they had a group of women that took a combination of the two. Okay. The group of women that took the combination did amazingly well. Both of the other groups had improvements as well, but when they did the combination, it was much better, and they had both metabolic improvement and fertility improvement. So it's a very good combination, those two. We talked a little bit about spearmint already, but I wanted to talk about a little study that they did with spearmint. They were looking at the hormone levels and the changes that they did with spearmint. And so they decreased testosterone by 30% with the spearmint in one study, and they increased the luteinizing hormone, which they refer to as LH, by 30%, and FSH by 15%. So this is really important for fertility. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, something so simple as drinking spearmint tea can have a big impact on things. An herb that we use a lot with digestion is fenugreek. Oh, but fenugreek also has helps with improving insulin levels, so it's something that I do like to use with my PCOS patients. Mm-hmm. And also, you know, a lot of times because there's so much stress involved with the women with PCOS, I like using fenugreek also for digestion because usually their digestion's not working well.
So do you take a tablet, or I mean, fenugreek is very bitter. You know, I mean, I have fenugreek teas in my home, and
You can take a supplement with
supplement,
fenugreek,
supplement,
but you can also use tea. You know,
oh yeah,
they make fenugreek tea,
that's
so
right.
that's something that's easily done as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the last few that I want to talk about, these can also be used as teas or taken as supplements, which is milk thistle and stinging nettle. And both of those are improve liver function. And I keep bringing up the liver, but the liver is really, really important with hormone balance because the liver is what breaks down all the excess androgens and hormones that are in our body in order for us to keep the proper balance.
Yeah.
So milk thistle and stinging nettle, they both do that, but they also help improve insulin levels.
Okay.
And then the last thing I want to talk about is, well, there's two more. One is chaste tree. And chaste tree we use with menopause, I use with PMS, I use with PCOS. It's just a really good overall hormone balancer. And it also blocks androgens. So, you know, not only can it help with estrogen and progesterone balance, but it can block that testosterone. And then the last one I want to talk about is glutamine, which glutamine is an amino acid that we usually think of using people with gastrointestinal problems because glutamine is the amino acid that repairs the intestines. But we also have found that it helps to stabilize insulin and blood sugar levels. And I recently did a course on using amino acids for cravings, and glutamine is the amino acid that we use to shut off sugar cravings.
Okay.
So, you know, if you have someone with PCOS that their particular craving is like sugary foods,
yeah,
glutamine would be really beneficial for them.
The glutamine is safe. Like I sometimes have sugar. I want to eat chocolate and some of the sugary things all the time. But I mean, generally speaking, but is it safe for anyone to take glutamine? Or?
Yeah, glutamine is an essential amino acid.
Yeah.
So it's found naturally in all foods.
Okay.
Not all foods, but you know, foods that are protein sources. So that would be okay for anybody to take.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a long list. And any feedback?
It is.
It's a long list.
Does anybody have any questions?
I saw a lot of people join. I think maybe, you know what we should do is, Kimberly, have you come on FB Live where we can do a presentation like a PowerPoint, then people can take a cheat sheet with them. But
sure.
You know, that I think that would be really great for all of us. I mean, all the viewers to get all the details that we did in 4 or 5 sessions.
Sure.
Yeah. Any questions or any feedback from anyone? It was a long list. I hope you can review. You can view the video again if they have to. And
definitely.
Yeah. What do we have left on PCOS? I mean, what should we do?
No, I think today was the last one.
Okay. Okay. You think we should do another topic? Give it a gap, or what do you think we should do?
Oh, totally. We can do another topic. I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if you. Let me take a look at what you guys are doing with your other doctors, and then let me find something that you're not doing with them, and we'll come up with a new topic to start with for next week.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And then I think we want to tell the viewers, I think they've gotten used to seeing both of us every Friday morning, our morning, your afternoon, evening, whatever. So I think it's continue 5-10 minutes of your time and educate.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.